Hello, my name is Tanner Sims, and I would like for you to be the first investor in my retail sporting goods corporation. I'm wanting to expand my company across the nation to where I can compete with the higher up chains like Academy Sports and Dick's Sporting Goods. When starting up a retail sporting goods store, you have to think about all the money that you're going to need to keep the company afloat in the first months or years. And you're also going to have to think about all the products that you need to buy to target the wide market of sports. And as a corporation, this is always nice because you can get money from the selling of stocks and bonds. And as far as the tax liability goes for corporations, the business profits are taxed. And then they're taxed again if you pass a percentage of them down to shareholders in the form of dividends. But you can also reinvest the business profits, and which will yield more money in the future, which will help you expand your company, which is what I want. Another plus of a corporation is the liability. Companies are sued all the time and have to go to court all the time, and the limited liabilities for all the shareholders is very nice. And also a plus of a corporation is the ability to expand into other states with ease with the certificate of authority. If you're wanting to expand into a different state, all you have to get is a certificate of authority in that state, and you get to exercise all the power from your home state for the state that you got the certificate of authority for. Now, there are a few reasons why I did not choose a sole proprietorship, and one of the biggest is money. You can't sell stocks and bonds to get money like you can in a corporation. You have to put in your own capital to start the business. And it is harder to get a business loan because banks are able to see your past credit history due to the fact that sole proprietorships have unlimited liability. Although a plus for a sole proprietorship are the taxes. As a sole proprietor, you're taxed. The business profits are taxed on your personal income taxes, which usually means that the taxes are lower than they would be for a corporation. As a retail sporting goods company, you are going to be dealing with a lot of wholesalers and the difficulty of expanding across states and across nations. And having the unlimited liability of a sole proprietorship is not good. That's too much to risk of your personal assets when you're having to expand and deal with a lot of wholesalers. This is also one of the reasons why I did not choose a general partnership, was because of the unlimited liability. I just did not want to risk my personal assets. Now, for a general partnership, the tax liability, it is called a pass-through entity, which means that the business profits are passed through to the partner's personal income to where he pays taxes, which is a plus. And this is also the same for a limited partnership. It's a pass-through entity where the partner pays personal income tax on the company. What's different about a limited partnership is that limited partners have limited liability and general partners have unlimited liability. And in my company, I would like for my managers to have limited liability to where they can keep their personal assets safe. Another negative about the limited partnership is that if one of the general partners dies or leaves the company for any reason, the partnership is terminated. And I am not willing to risk anything happening to a general manager to where I just have to terminate the partnership. Now, I was very close to picking an LLC for my business form. It has good liability. It has good limited liability. It can be taxed as either a corporation or a partnership. But the one thing that kept me from choosing an LLC is that they have no uniform laws. The laws are different across all states, which means it's difficult to expand into other states, which is what I want to do with my company. I'm wanting to expand across the nation and make it a more dominant company compared to Dick's Sporting Goods and Academy Sports. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you can be the first one to invest in my company.